Karima Brown on 702. Weekdays, 8 to 10 p.m.
TG, can we get to the question around how to deal with state-owned companies?
State-owned enterprises, the issues are complex but straightforward. The first issue here is that the state-owned enterprises are very important as part of the drivers of the economy, particularly with the specific services that need to be owned by the people as South Africans. Now, they have to be run efficiently. That means the people must be appointed. They must be appointed on basis of merit, on their professionalism, on their experience, on their capacity to lead. The challenge happens when a state-owned enterprise goes down and there's no consequence to those who are actually running it. You can't continuously run down an entity and still expect to continue managing it. There's no consequence. All enterprises must be working on the basis of being able to make profit. They must be able to offer the services that they are supposed to have, and they must also be in such a way that where there is poor performance, there must be disincentive, there must be action on those. So that's what I believe needs to be acted upon. Now, when it comes to some of the problems that we're going through now, there has to be an exploration into a number of things about it. For example, we went and looked at what Chinese did. Chinese did two things which were interesting. One, amongst the state-owned enterprises, they separated some of them and created a degree of competition amongst them, both owned by the state, but it actually meant you are not forced to only procure your services from one. You can procure from another one, and therefore amongst themselves, they know you don't perform, you ship out. You have a problem. So that began to change them. The second issue was that when they needed to raise money, they actually opened a little bit of it to some private involvement, and so they still keep control. They control the thing, they appoint the chairman, and it's still a state-owned enterprise, but then they bring in a degree of private participation, and whatever way you define it, it then means that instead of us taking the money away to go and support SAA, we could have used the money to go and support other service delivery requirements of the government. So I think that we need to create a balance at that level, and it can be done.
Karima Brown on 702. Weekdays, 8 to 10 p.m.